We're daring to live.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran at the clock. Clock struck 1, the mouse came down, hickory dickory dock.
There were 3 white horses.
3 white horses.
Or maybe 4. Okay, 3 white horses.
Rolled in the mud.
Rolled in mud. Get it?
That's a dirty joke.
I'm Gerard. I'm from Ireland. Dare to live, I just replace one letter and just dare to love. Love is I think a word that we don't even comprehend the meaning of right now. I think it's a word that we associate with lots and lots of things, but the real meaning of love is unconditioned, without condition. And I think it's something that we're quite literally, it's impossible for us, but it's a perfection to strive for. This is me and my wife. This was taken in South Africa, in Johannesburg. We were married, after knowing one another about 2 years, I guess, and dating for maybe 9 months. We met at Lion King. We were 2 spirits on completely different directions. We were both wild and crazy, and God stepped into her life and changed it around for her. And that happened for a few people, some close friends of mine as well. When one of those friends tried to approach me about that, gave me a Bible and stuff, I kind of scoffed. So I felt like a bit of a hypocrite because I scoffed and said, you know what is this? But I'd never really read the Bible. So I decided to pick it up and start reading it because I decided to prove him wrong and say that God was rubbish and it was all rules and regulations and everything else. My wife got injured and she needed help, and she asked me if I could come and help her. So I began to help her and give her massages and stuff. And whilst that was happening, then we were talking about life change and what God had done in her life and stuff. Very soon, some things massively changed for me. God really did kind of take hold of me by the scruff of the neck and just said, I'm here and I want to know you and I love you. And it, that same time, answered everything that I'd ever wanted, which was a wife and a family and all of those things, and presented someone that I knew I would be capable of loving my entire life. I'd been in many relationships up until this point. I've actually even been married before, but constantly looking to live a relationship in what can I get out of it? What am I going to get? And to actually finally learn to live and to love and dare to say, what can I give somebody? And not expect back. And once you get to that point, then finally it's a massive risk, because it's easy to be taken advantage of. And that's, I think, what most of us are scared of. But it then flows over into everything that you go, because I mean, some of the time you have ambitions, you're scared to share them with people because you're scared to show your love for something that isn't even there yet. And I think that's it, is just dare to love and be taken advantage of or to lose. My wife is so much to me, because not only is she my life partner, she's also my spiritual mother. She's the woman that brought me to Christ. You know, the funny thing is that I've often thought, and I've seen throughout my journey, that maybe there were times when it maybe possibly could have happened earlier. I just don't think it was meant to. So I wouldn't change anything, because it may not lead me to now. As hard as that may be, and there were a lot of mistakes and people that I've hurt along the way, which I wish I could take back, but unfortunately they're all steps on that journey that I can't really avoid, I think, most of the time. I was happy with my life before God. I was very, very happy. Because I filled it with a lot of things that seemed relatively important, but the truly important things I don't think you can achieve without God in your life. And half of the time you get so busy searching for other things that you don't even know that the really important things are missing. I met some incredible people in my life, and I think most of the people that moved me the most were people. I can tell you one, his name was Michel, and he was a composer and an artist, and he had been a pilot, and I think I met him when I was 19 in Holland, and he was, I think, 54, and it amazed me that as a 19-year-old boy I could talk to this 50-year-old man who had experienced so much of life, and he just had these wide open eyes listening to me so intently, wanting to be just, and not making you feel like you're just a stupid kid, what do you know? And I just, from then on, I thought, that's what I want to be like. I really hope that I'd never become bitter and jaded and think that you know everything, because actually, no matter who you meet and how old they are, they're always teaching you. I mean, I have a 3-month-old son, and he's teaching me every day. When I was used to, be doing things, I used to have a prayer even before I met God, that I used to know that I wasn't really talking to God, I was talking to myself. I just used to say, look, allow me to get out of my own way and show the talents that you've given me. And I think most of the time that's the case, is you get in your own way. I'm the biggest obstacle in my own life, getting in my own way. I think nearly everything that I wanted to achieve and didn't achieve in my life is always comes down to me in some manner, in some way. God is there, and He loves us all, and He wants to know every single one of us. He knows us, but He wants you to know Him. So just open your hearts and let Him come in.